Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. So it is not rare that TikTok gives me an idea for videos. It's not rare. It is rare for me to actually do a video about it. Usually I get the idea, it's like, oh, this is gonna be cool, I'm gonna save it and use it on the video as reference. That never happens, but this one that I saw, it needed to happen. Now, I was on TikTok one day and I saw a video, which I'm gonna put it so you guys can see it as well. I will tell you that when I saw this video I was like, this cannot be true. No. And I looked it up and I was like, it is true. It is happening. Oh my god. Again, I didn't think it was going to happen, but it is happening at the moment. And I'm surprised, honestly, and I feel like people need to know this. So I'm just gonna put a TikTok and I'm gonna leave a link below to it as well so you guys can go. I love this person. He is amazing. I love his videos. He's like my news. I K-pop because sometimes he says stuff like he has this K-pop news that you have missed this week, something like that is how he calls it. And I love seeing those because I'm like, oh, I missed a lot because I'm not, I'm not always like looking what is happening. I love seeing those videos of him. So when I saw this I was like, this needs to be said, okay?
So TS Entertainment is back. Yeah, I know, that ruined my day too. For those unaware of how horrifying this is, TS Entertainment is known for being one of the worst K-pop companies ever. They had a lawsuit with every artist they ever had. Like, this article's like a month old. b.a.p's return is the biggest victory over an abysmal treatment under K-pop's worst company. If you look them up, legal dispute, lawsuit, expose article that led to lawsuit. This is from September. It took him 5 years, and TS Entertainment's been gone since 2021. And him and Secret and b.a.p all have like trauma bonding friendships together. TS Entertainment went officially out of business in 2021, but had been staying as a paper company just to keep trying to sue people. And that's the thing, is that they've never won. Just Googling their name comes up with workplace abuse, extortion, and failure to pay employees. Quite a while I thought they were just being kept around to pay lawyers. Can't even get to the half of things that they did to some of their groups. Like to TRC&G, they didn't even give them like working toilets, running water, or working lights in their dorms. Some of the members' living conditions were deemed unfit for humans to live in. Members of b.a.p had to go from the hospital to being on stage, still with hospital garb on. And it was announced that TS would be coming back as MBK, taking the name from an already bad company. MBK became Pocket Doll years ago, but now TS is going to be MBK Company, not MBK Entertainment. Articles have been saying the old TS staff will be under MBK Company. And that's scary. They said that they're going to start holding auditions next year to debut a new group. I can only hope that parents, whoever, do a little bit of Googling. If they by some miracle do put together a group, we cannot be supporting it.
For the new people that come into K-pop, you might not know who they are, you might have heard a little bit, but not everything. And you might not understand why this can worry us fans that knows about TS Entertainment and their past. I'm going to tell you a bit more detail about this company. So you understand how horrible this company was, because they are not to get like this company shut down years ago. But for you to just understand, this is all my opinion. I'm gonna be reading a lot of articles, which I'm gonna try my best to link them all below if you want to read the whole thing. Again, this is all my opinion. I don't want trouble here. I have my notes here, by the way. I'm looking through them to see where I'm going to start with this. Oh my god. But I feel like this is something that people need to know, because us that have been into K-pop for years know about the history of this company. And then coming back, it's not good news. Hey, people change. But again, if you decide to support this new company that they are under now, they're more than welcome. I do know a lot of people like to not really ignore what company do, but be like, the company did something wrong, and they're like, yes, they did something wrong, but I'm gonna support my group because I want them to get out of there, without understanding that half of that money is probably going to the company as well, but I understand why you say that. It's totally fine. But what is happening here that is coming back it's not good. You never know, people change, but God, the history is not good here, okay? And I feel like people need to know this. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the company, the groups that they had, what happened with each group and members in that group. Tell you about this new company that shut down already is gonna be involved with. Again, I do suggest that you'll also do your own research. There's probably more information out there. This is just part of it. Let's go little by little. I have a lot here, so we will see. Wikipedia must not be the best one, but honestly it's the best page that I found that has everything that I needed to know, and in order. This is the page that we're using. Now I'm gonna tell you a little bit who TS Entertainment was, because they're shut down already. They were a South Korean record label and entertainment agency founded in 2008 by Kim Tae-sung. The company was responsible for managing idol groups such as Untouchable, Secret, b.a.p, Sonamoo, and TRCNG. Throughout the 2010s, TS Entertainment became known for multiple lawsuits from its artists and staff involving workplace abuse, extortion, and failure to pay company employees. The company quietly shut down in January 2021, with the rest of its artist contracts expiring in 2022. So just with that, you should get an idea of what happened with this company and all the lawsuits involved. Again, this, you can look it up and research it. Pretty sure more information is going to come out, but there's a lot here, okay? But TS Entertainment was very big back in the day. They had some of the biggest groups in my opinion, and they were successful. I always say this, we never know what happens behind those doors. We may think we do, but we don't, and unless an idol is very open about it, which is sort of what happened with all of this, it's, you know, we won't know the whole story. Some idols can say it, some of them say it very indirectly, but still, we don't know what happens behind those doors. And I think this is a great example for that, because I always say it. But this company trying to kind of do a comeback into the K-pop industry is, oh God, it's kind of scary for me. Okay, I'm gonna read to you a little bit about the history of this company, not so much, just for you to understand the timeline here. They were founded in 2008, like I say, by Kim Tae-sung. On October 2009 was the debut of the first girl group. It was a girl group that they debuted. It was the first group. It was called Secret. January 2012 was that they debuted b.a.p, the first boy group. On December 29, 2014, they debuted another girl group. It was Sonamoo. And then on October 10, 2017, they debuted another boy group called TRCNG. On April 28, 2018, the CEO Kim Tae-sung, he passed away. And then on September 26, 2019, it was announced that a former employee of TS Entertainment reported the label to the Ministry of Employment and Labor due to overdue payments, which was later forwarded to the prosecution. On January 31, 2021, was that TS Entertainment privately shut down and deleted his website. And then this is something that angers so many fans. On March 2023, it was confirmed that a genuine Mama trophy of b.a.p was bought at a flea market in the Philippines. The finding caused outrage amongst fans who believe that TS Entertainment likely threw away b.a.p's first ever award after the company closed down until it landed on a flea market in the Philippines. You couldn't even give the awards to the groups. Okay. I'm very angry. I might get angry throughout this whole video. Who knows? I'm gonna try not to, but this is just a bit of the story of who debuted under this company and all of that. But we are gonna talk about each group because each group filed a lawsuit with this company. Not the whole group, but members of the groups. All of them, at least one member filed a lawsuit against this company. Okay, so we're gonna talk about b.a.p first, because I think that was like the first lawsuit that happened. I'm not entirely sure. Now, b.a.p, to tell you a little bit about them, right now they promote as bang&Jung&yoo&Moon at the moment. They couldn't even use the b.a.p label when they did a comeback for the first time in years, because label, They couldn't, because the trademarks are still under TS Entertainment. And at some point I read that TS Entertainment was kind of getting all those trademarks back to them. They never let them go. God, I'm gonna be angry to this whole thing. So at the moment there's only 4 members, but before b.a.p, when they debuted, there were 6 members. They were Jungkook, Himchan, Daehyun, Jeonjae, Jungkook, and Selo. These were the 6 members when they debuted on the TS Entertainment. They got very popular. The concepts were so good, very intense, but they also had their ballads and soft songs and more like love story songs out there. So they definitely did a lot of concepts, a lot of stuff with this group. b.a.p was one that made a statement when they debuted, and they got very popular very quickly. Again, they did a comeback not too long ago. They had to change the name. Only 4 of them were on this comeback. God, Jungkook, Jeonjae, Jungkook, and Daehyun were the 4. Selo wasn't on this because he's currently doing the military service. So hopefully when he finishes, if they do a comeback, he is able to be part of it if he wants, of course. And then Himchan wasn't part of it because I think we all know at this point the story with that person. If you don't, look it up. That's a black hole that I'm not going through here, otherwise we're not going to finish. So what happened with b.a.p was, and I'm gonna read what Wikipedia has because it's the quickest way. On November 27, 2014, the 6 members of b.a.p collectively filed a lawsuit against TS Entertainment in order to notify their contract, claiming unfair conditions and profit distributions. The following day, TS Entertainment issued a press release refuting the claims made, stating that they have been neither such maltreatment to the artists nor unfair clauses in their contract. On August 1, 2015, b.a.p returned to TS Entertainment as both parties reached a settlement. They did settle. They filed the lawsuit, they settled, they went back, they released a bunch more music while being on TS Entertainment. But honestly, as the contracts were finishing, they all left the company. If I don't remember, b.a.p was the first one that filed a lawsuit against the company. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but I think they were. And it was the whole group. The other ones were like members of the groups. This one was literally the whole group that wanted this contract to just be gone. And them coming back, a lot of people were surprised. They settled, so who knows what happened. But it got people surprised because again, a lot of people wanted them out of the company because things were starting to come out about this company. Trust was probably already lost. They released music, but it wasn't the same. They did a comeback recently with a new name. It was only 4 members, like I said. They even released like a little documentary for it as well. If they're able to release more music in the future, we will see. I know it will happen because they all got very excited when they were able to do a comeback recently. I think it was last year already. The next one was Secret. We're gonna talk about Secret now. So this is the first girl group that they debuted. So it was the first group that they debuted, and it was a girl group. So Secret they're not together anymore. Was a 4-member girl group formed by TS Entertainment. They debuted on October 15, 2009 with the first single, I Want You Back. So they effectively disbanded in 2019 following Jeon and Hyunsoo's departure and legal dispute with TS Entertainment, leaving Hana as the only remaining member. So there were 4 members: Hyunsoo, Hana, Jeon, Sunhwa. Sunhwa left in 2016. They became 3 members, and then Hyunsoo and Jeon filed the lawsuit, left, and it was only Hana, and my guessing is Hana stayed there until her contract expired. I love this group, okay? I love their music. They're one of my favorite girl groups back then. They did a lot of sexy stuff. They started with cute stuff, and then they kind of changed to a more mature, sexy stuff. So it definitely kind of changed as they were growing as artists, but also as persons. I do know a few of them went into acting. One of them even got married recently. TS Entertainment was definitely pushing Hyunsoo to be the face, and you could tell by the performances and how they were dressing her. They definitely wanted to use her as public attention. You know, like the other members did great, but by the way they were making her act and look and dress, they definitely were pushing her to be the one that bringing the public to the group. In my opinion, articles here are gonna be longer than usual. TS Entertainment responds to legal disputes with secret members and reports of disbandments. I'm gonna read you a little bit about this so you understand exactly how this legal thing happened, because it was only with 2 members. It was Jaehoon and Hyunsoo. So with Jaehoon, it was on August 17 that she submitted a request to the Korean Commercial Arbitration Board to verify that her contract is no longer valid due to TS Entertainment not following the terms of the contract, including basic management duties and transparency of payments. She basically stated 3 reasons that invalidated the contract. The first, that her pay for the drama Sweet Home Sweet Honey was not distributed properly. The second is that the contracts were signed against her will and promised reimbursement for lessons, monthly rent, and car rentals were not given and continuously delayed. And third is that her exclusive contract rights were transferred to a third party without her permission. The Korean Commercial Administration Board accepted the second and third points. TS Entertainment transferred management duties outlined in her contract to an acting agency and sent Jaehoon an agreement through a mobile messaging service afterwards. The transfer of a celebrity exclusive contract rights is very important. The evaluation of this is grounds for contract termination. That's what the board said. So TS, of course, answered, because they always answer. They never know that TS Entertainment always wanted to have the last talk. You know, they never shut up, which is not a good thing because this gives you more problem, but whatever. They said that we signed a non-inclusive agency contract with the acting agencies for the diversification of revenue and increase of profit. If the agency finds work opportunities, we will follow the artist and agency's opinion to sign a new contract before progressing, but this has not occurred. So then Hyunsoon was the other member that also is in legal dispute with TS Entertainment due to issues including not receiving payments. Everything is with payments. TS Entertainment did comment saying the agency wanted to continue management duties and support her entertainment activities, but she refused, and it is her will to continue a lawsuit, so we're working on responding to the situation. And also said there were no issues with payment. They both filed the lawsuit. I think they both won, I'm guessing, because they left the company and the group. And again, I'm guessing Hana left in 2018 when her contract ended, because she didn't finish her contract when TS Entertainment shut down. So I think she left in 2018. I feel like Secret and b.a.p were the 2 biggest groups that TS Entertainment had. So the next one is Untouchable. This is a duo that they had on the TS Entertainment. I didn't know too much about this duo. I'm gonna read you a little bit, but this is a male hip-hop duo that is under the Plug and POV Entertainment. I think they're still active. I think they still release music here and there, but they technically debuted on the TS Entertainment. And it was in January 14, 2021 that they made the first comeback in nearly 6 years with the single Pandemic. So they have released music here and there. There's 2 of them. There's a duo. You have Sleepy and D-Action. The lawsuit is only with Sleepy and this one so messy. Every lawsuit is so messy. I'm gonna tell you exactly what took him to be able to leave this company. It's a lot. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but Sleepy parted away with TS Entertainment in late August after spending 13 years with them since making his debut in 2006. Sleepy submitted a request to confirm the invalidity of his exclusive contract in April, and then followed a request to suspend his exclusive contract with the agency in May. He claimed the agency did not provide me with documents regarding payment and has never shown me a physical copy of her contract. My faith in them has broken down due to factors such as management issues. Everything is just payment. Of course, TS Entertainment refuted the claims and stated that they have provided documents and paid Sleepy under agreed upon dates. That Sleepy has seen the documents and had not made any objections at the time. The Seoul Western District Court heard both sides, and in June they rejected Sleepy's request to suspend his contract. On August 29, a hearing was opened on the case, and under the guidance of the court, both sides agreed to part ways, and Sleepy left TS Entertainment. TS Entertainment, again, they always say something instead of just shut up. He left, done. No. They said throughout the legal process we terminated a contract with Sleepy. However, there are suspicions that Sleepy embezzled money from the company, such as through advertisement rates. We are planning to file a damage claim suit against him sometime between late September and early October. They don't know how to lose. They don't. It took him all of this to be able to leave. And not only that, it took him 5 years to settle with this company. 5 years. So when did that happen? Actually, the article was released on 2019, right? 5 years. On September 16 of 2024 was that this article was released. Rapper Sleepy wins after 5-year-long lawsuit battle against TS Entertainment. 5 years. This company didn't know when to... I'm getting heated. Okay, so again, this is a long article. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. But it says essentially September 14 was reported that the Supreme Court Third Division, got so many things, dismissed the plaintiff, which is TS, appeal in the damages lawsuit filed by TS Entertainment against Sleepy. Accordingly, TS will also have to pay the legal costs. TS previously lost in the first and second trials but continued a legal dispute by filing an appeal. I don't know why so many appeals were accepted, but that happened. According to a report, the Supreme Court explained the reason for dismissing the appeal that day. We have reviewed the records of this case, the original judgment, and the statements of reasoning for the appeal, but the argument regarding the reasons for the appeal does not include the reasons specified in Article 4, Paragraph 1 of the Special Act on Appeal Procedures, or is deemed to be without reason, so the appeal is dismissed in accordance with Article 5 of said Act. Lots of law states, but it didn't happen. Sleepy celebrated the win of the first of the 5-year battle since leaving TS Entertainment on his personal Instagram, where he has met with congratulatory comments from former label mates such as Jiyoon, Jongjae, Hannah, and fellow rapper Din and more. Oh my god. People were happy when this happened. So it took him 5 years to be able to, just leave TS Entertainment behind. I would have been happy as well. I would have thrown a party when they finished, because again, TS Entertainment doesn't want to lose. If they call lawsuit, they will respond, and it's like, you respond to things, yes, but God, I'm getting heated. We're not done, we still got 2 more. The next one is Sonamu. There were only 2 members involved in this lawsuit, but Sonamu was a 7-member girl group. I cannot read anymore. For TS Entertainment. They debuted on December 29, 2014 with Deja Vu. Following TS Entertainment closure in 2021, as well as the members' departure, it was presumed that the group had a silent disbandment, not disbandment. And more for me was TS Entertainment attempt to making a girl group version of b.a.p. They were trying to do what b.a.p did, but with a girl group. Now I will say Deja Vu is an amazing song. Oh, hell, see as you go hear it. It's amazing. It is the most similar thing that they released to b.a.p. After that, it got attention from the public for sure, because it was a concept that not many girl groups would do during that time. And a lot of people again were comparing them to b.a.p because that was the thing. A female version of b.a.p was that Sonamu debuted as. Later on, the music changed. They started doing a little bit more soft stuff, sexy stuff, so it definitely changed, but it still kept the attention of the public because people really liked what they were releasing. So again, this lawsuit only involves 2 members, not all of them. I'm gonna read to you a little bit. This was on September 23, 2019. Sonamu, Naehyun, and Sunmi filed a lawsuit against TS Entertainment to terminate the contract. They both sent a certification of content to TS Entertainment to terminate the contract back in May, and TS Entertainment refused to carry out the certification of content, and Naehyun and Sunmi then filed a lawsuit in August to affirm the non-existence of their inclusive contract. When they asked TS Entertainment for a statement, they responded, "We have confirmed that Naehyun and Sunmi has filed a lawsuit against an agency claiming that our exclusive contract is non-existent. We will organize an official response as soon as possible. So by this time, there were a lot of lawsuits happening here. On September 15 of 2020, there was a little bit of a update saying that Sonamu's Nayeon and Sumin win first trial over contract termination, and then TS Entertainment, of course, appeals. They won the first trial. I'm guessing TS Entertainment filed an appeal or something. Essentially, they were basically, Sumin wrote that the agency had not provided them with the request settlement data regarding the lack of payment, talked badly about them to the other Sonamu members, kicked them out of the dorms, and more. So the contracts were terminated, and of course TS Entertainment filed an appeal on September 14. So everything kept going. I was trying to figure out what happened. It took them a year to be free from this company, yes. I don't know what happened to the appeal of TS Entertainment. I couldn't find anything about that. So I'm guessing it didn't happen, or nothing happened, or it was dismissed like the other ones. Couldn't find information about what happened, but they did left the group. They left the company. After that, the members barely released music, if not anything after that. They just waited until the contract ended and they had that silent disbandment. I'm not entirely sure what the members are doing at the moment. Honestly, pretty sure they're acting. Usually they go into acting after, but I'm not entirely sure what the members are doing at the moment. This is the last one, and this one I might get a little bit more heated than usual, because Lord heaven, the more I looked for this, the more messy it got and the more angry I was getting. TRCNG, that was the last group that this company debuted. The name is an acronym, however you say that, 14 Rising Champion in a New Generation. The group was formed by TS Entertainment. Originally as 10, they officially debuted on October 10, 2017 with a mini album New Generation, following TS Entertainment shutdown in 2021. As well as the members' departure, they officially disbanded on March 28 of 2022. There were 10 members. There were a lot of them in this. They all left little by little. This group is one that I absolutely love. I love what they released. Their dances were very hard. I remember I covered Wolf Baby, and that was super fun, but also I was dying. So what happened with this group? 2 members filed a lawsuit with this company, essentially. Basically, when the lawyers for them released a statement, they were saying that this entertainment boy group, William and Tesson, were the 2 members that filed the lawsuit to notify the termination of the contracts, and they filed a criminal complaint as well against 2 people for arbitral child abuse and injury resulting from violence on November 12, 2019. The reason for the termination of the contract include 1 long-term absence of CEO, and the agency loss of management ability due to legal disputes with its celebrities, and 2 Director Park San-hyun's habitual child abuse to the members who are minors, and choreographer Director Yoon causing injury due to violence to Woo-yeop. They signed a 9-year contract with TS Entertainment. It took 1 year and 7 months following the release of their second album to the third album to be released, and the physical album was released 4 months after the digital release due to company's financial conditions. They go on saying by how they train. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but how they were trained, how they were being abused allegedly for the choreographer, what were they doing for them, how they were assaulted, how the members had to take themselves to the emergency room because the company wouldn't do it. They were not provided food in the dorms, water and power were cut off due to the bills not being paid. The agency didn't do anything, so the members' parents were the one fixing everything apparently. They also go on saying about the assault, the choreographer. They also explain that. So TS Entertainment did release a statement saying that of course this is not all true, and that they were going to file an appeal or whatever with what the members were saying, and that these actions were causing harms to the group activities, and they were going to follow lawsuits about them for all of that. But then this gets even messier, people, because of course when this happened, the group didn't release anything else, nothing else. The group didn't even perform nothing because of all of this, but it gets messier because God, parents of remaining TRC and G members to take legal actions against William, Tesson, and their parents. There was a statement released. This is a lot. I'll put it here just in case you want to read the whole thing. It's a lot. But the parents were basically saying that because of what these two members were doing, the group wasn't able to, or is not able to promote or release anything. Apparently these two members were always trying to have conflict between the group and the company and all of that, and that's why the company wasn't able to release anything. They have been playing as the victim. Apparently them speaking out and doing all of this has caused harm to the group promotions, and they were basically saying that they were lying, that they were going to take legal action against them and their parents, and what they wanted was for them to come back to the group. God, if I read the whole thing, I'm gonna get angry. This is just got sadder the more I kept looking about this. I don't know what happened with anything, okay? There was nothing. I didn't find what happened with this lawsuit. The other members didn't do anything. I think the last thing they released was in 2019, and it was when they were still a full group, but after that everything went out the window. Again, this company was having so many lawsuits. How do you think they were going to have money for a comeback? No, everything was spending on lawyers and shit to be able to get out the hole that they have with lawsuits against them. If you're a parent, right, and you see that a bunch of artists are filing a lawsuit against a company because of payments or whatever, that should be a signal that something is happening. And it was only the parents that made a lawsuit against the other two members. I don't understand. God, if you really wanted your child to have a comeback and keep promoting, you should have gone to the company and said, hey, do something. The point is, some of the members from this group, they re-debuted in other groups. Some of them decided to stay in the industry. I'm guessing some of them left, some of them are acting. There were a couple that I couldn't find anything, so I'm guessing they left the industry. I'm not sure. Here comes b.a.p company. This is the new company that apparently is going to have employees for TS from TS Entertainment in this. And this is why this is kind of worrisome for me. So there isn't that many information about this company, but there was this thing: a change of name, new investors, what will be the future and the new beginning for TS Entertainment. b.a.p company has announced its launch. It's an entertainment agency and management consulting company run by a Filipino investors and the family of former TS Entertainment exclusive executives. Oh my god. And it's currently owned by model Kim Gyu-gyeol. b.a.p company has a large number of TS Entertainment executives, so it can be considered the facto successor of TS Entertainment. It basically said we continue to become an influential entertainment agency in the world of popular culture by building on TS Entertainment's reputation in the past. That already worries me. So the senior official of b.a.p company, they're gonna hold auditions already to find trainees to start forming a group. If you're holding it to the past, God, I'm worried. I'm already worried. Again, they're gonna have auditions already. I'm not saying it's gonna happen the same thing, but that line about, you know, TS Entertainment in the past, I'm already worried. How do you not know the past, people? Okay, so there isn't that much information about this company. They already have soloists, Yujeon, Seungkyun, and Jisoo already signed contracts with them. There are already a few trainees under this company, and that's basically it. There isn't that much. They were founded in January 2024, so of course it's gonna be not that much, but it is technically a branding of TS Entertainment essentially. So again, there isn't that much information, even though they have been funded for a year. It wasn't just recently that this came out. Again, oh god, I just hope, again, I'm not saying that the same things are going to happen, but when you say you're gonna follow the track of TS Entertainment in the past, it worries me, because if you know about their past, you know about the lawsuits, you know about everything. And for the most part, this company didn't know how to shut up. They always wanted to have the last laugh. They always wanted to have the last talk. And look what caught you. You know, a bunch of artists having to file lawsuits to be able to leave the company, and having to speak up and say, I'm not being paid well, I'm not making a living, conditions are horrible, you know, things like that. So I don't think you want that to be what's founding B.K. company. How the guy was saying in the TikTok, I do hope the parents of the trainees are making a little bit of research about MBK company and whoever is in this company and whoever was on TS Entertainment, that at least are doing a little bit of research just to know the history that is there and them to be prepared just in case. And again, I'm not saying the same things are going to happen, but when you're working with the past as your example, that is not good in my opinion. We will see what happens. Okay, this company just started, they haven't even debuted absolutely anything. They have artists already, like I said, just a matter of waiting right now and see what group they debuted, how it is, and see what happens. I understand people are going to say, yeah, that's the company, we'll see how the group is, I'm supporting the group, but you have to understand as well that money goes to the company, which is why when people say, like I said at the beginning, when people say I'm just supporting the group, not the company, because the company did something bad, you need to understand some of that money goes to the company. Some companies are 50-50 with the artists. Some of them, the artists receive more pay than the company, but for the most part the company has the higher percentage, so 60 for the company, 40 for the artist, things like that. Those are the main ones that I have seen. So money still going to the company. And also that group, when they debut, they're in debt with the company. The company spent 100k on their debut. Most of the time the company is paying, the idol is paying that back. So usually it takes a while for them to have even received the first payment and start seeing money with their comebacks, because they're still paying that, which is why a lot of them do part-time jobs to be able to pay it quicker. And unless that debut goes fairly well and it makes a lot of money, or the next comeback does very well, it makes a lot of money and they're able to pay the company back, you know, it keeps adding up. Those are things that not a lot of people know, probably not a lot of new people that are coming to K-pop know about, but everything involves money, okay? And I understand you saying I'm supporting the group, not the company, but you need to understand part of the money is going to the company, so in a way you're still giving money to the company. And that's why when people say we are boycotting this comeback or we're boycotting this group because of what the company is doing, it means not giving money, because people know part of the money is going to go to the company. And it is bad because we don't want anything bad to happen to the groups, but it's the only way that fans can let the company know we are watching you, we know what you're doing, and you need to fix yourself and treat the groups better. It is the same thing, or the best example I can give, I mean groups, humans, but when a company from, I don't know, a soda or some kind of food does something, people tend to boycott it and not buy it anymore, and the company's earnings just plumb down. It is sort of the same thing here. These are humans, but it's sort of the same concept in the sense of when you consume that group's music or anything, it plumbs down. We have seen that a lot recently with companies, so you need to understand that. I'm not saying that supporting your group even though the company did something wrong is wrong. You understand and you think whatever you think, but you need to understand that you're still giving money to the company if it's happening. And TS Entertainment doing a comeback is them trying to get money. Again, I'm holding up a tiny bit of hope that nothing's going to happen, because as you saw, the lawsuits were so horrible, especially with TRCNG. That one was just messy as fuck. I don't want that to happen again, but when you're saying that you're gonna follow TS Entertainment tracks from the past, worries me a bit, because that past wasn't good. Yes, they got a lot of popular groups and they made popular groups, yes, but the cost that the groups had to go through, you know, and the things that they had to go through wasn't good in my opinion. So we will see what happens, but I just wanted people to know this history and to honestly, I encourage all of you to do your own research as well, just in case you want to know more. I'm gonna leave all the articles as best as I can below so you can read them all as well, just in case. If you have heard about TS Entertainment, what do you think? What do you think about this whole thing? Do you think this new company is gonna do well? Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're doing great, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye.